Okay, here we go. Welcome to another episode of Bobby's World Podcast. I'm recording in the dining room. I have a new microphone, so hopefully it sounds good. I did some tests, and apparently it sounds fine. But when I upload it to Anchor, it sounds horrible. So I'm not sure. I'm also doing a recording, which I'm filming right now at the same time as I'm recording, to see how that looks. I mean, it looks okay. How's it gonna sound? Nobody knows. Okay? When it comes to technical savvy, listen, it's not me, bro. Okay? Just because I play games doesn't mean that I'm technically savvy. So, people think, oh, you play games, you know what you're doing. No, I don't. No, I do not. Okay? Number one. That's number one. Number two, I did a recording, a Twitch stream, which is my first one, and I barely announced it, and I got like I don't know 4 or 5 people, so that was cool. I only think because it's a brand new game. Um, am I gonna Twitch? No, probably not. Because like I said, I'm pretty boring when I play video games by myself. I don't really talk. I just play. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna read out, what you read in the screen? Am I gonna tell you, oh, I'm going down the staircase? I mean, you can see that. Some streamers are annoying, and some streamers are fun. The ones I like, I watch when I can, if possible. But I'm not really a big stream watching guy. So I took that stream video and I edited it and I put it on my YouTube channel so you can watch it both places. Because I did a highlight on Twitch. I don't know if they last or if they're full time or how they work. Like I said, it's my first time. I've recorded some stuff before, but never like on Twitch. So it was weird to see myself on the TV while I was playing. I might do it again. It depends. I figured, now that I have it, I could do it. So if something's, cool out or I could check something out, you guys can check that out. I have no idea. I barely did a podcast on time. Now we're kind of behind because this was supposed to be released on Wednesday. And the issue was my microphone sucked. A few people told me it sucks. So my boy Bo from Bo's Game Room, he recommended me some microphones. He recommended me a different recording service. He recommended a few things, so shout out to him. Listen, bro, if it sounds good, thanks. I appreciate it. My other boy, George, from the other podcast I do, Unofficial Controller Podcast, he recommended some things. I adjusted the volume. When I really noticed it was, okay, it sounds right? It always sounds. My podcast is basically it's just me talking shit. Maybe you laugh, maybe you're like, bro, this guy's a fucking imbecile. I have no idea. But when we did the episode on Unofficial Controller Podcast with the Enigmatic Production boys, Harvey Retro, Johan, and Greg, I sounded the worst. Not only was my accent very Bronx, New York, and the rest of them sounded, super smart English, my mic sounded bad. It sounded like, you know what it sounded like? It sounded like my microphone was in a toilet and I was talking into the toilet. So, how's that going to sound? I mean, it literally sounds like shit. Like I'm talking into a toilet bowl. It's projecting up. It sounds horrible, So hopefully this new mic sounds good. Because, if the audio sounds like shit, and I'm not going to lie, bro. If I'm listening to something and you sound like, or you sound like something from, fucking Charlie Brown's parents, I mean, who's going to hear that? Who's going to want to listen to that? So it's bad enough that you probably don't care what the hell I'm talking about. But now you have to hear me sound like I'm talking to a toilet bowl or in a toilet bowl. I mean, that's horrible. So, hopefully this fixes it. So before, so let's talk about the gaming. Pretty much, I had a bunch of stuff to say, but now I'm going to split it because this was supposed to be out Wednesday, so now we're late. The next episode comes out Wednesday, so now we're gonna be early for that. So I'm gonna keep these two. I'm gonna cut them, keep them short, see how it looks. Well, not see how it looks, see how it sounds. So basically, let's just talk about the Resident Evil Village, which is Resident Evil 8. They were pretty crafty with the little V and the three eyes after to make 8. Roman numeral. So that was pretty smart. It was called the Maiden demo. Apparently, it was only released on the PS5 for some asinine reason. There was a Capcom video on it, which I didn't watch. My friend told me, yo, download it. I downloaded it. I'm like, okay, cool, Then one of my friends asked me to stream it. I'm like, okay, I'll see what I could do. But I did it for him. So, shout out to you, my friend, which, you want to be unnamed, and I appreciate that. Well, I don't appreciate it. It's your name. I don't give a shit if you want to say it or not. So he kind of pushed me to do it, so I did it. And as usual, as per Bobby's World podcast standards, no matter what time I record, things have to make noise. I mean, it's unbelievable. If I record at 6 in the morning, it's dead ass quiet. I hit record. Next thing you know, you got, little screaming fucking Susie across the street. Bro, it's 6:30. First of all, why is your kid awake? Right? I mean, he should be sleeping. Number one. Number two, car alarms go off. The street cleaner comes. The street cleaner doesn't come till between 8 and 10. But, when I record, the fucking guy comes down the block at 6:30. Why not? Okay? Then you got, what else? The barking dog upstairs. He's quiet mostly all day. I hit record. He starts to bark. You got Red Diesel tearing down the block. It doesn't matter. One time I recorded on a Tuesday at 10 p.m. Dead ass quiet. Dead ass quiet. It don't happen. My neighbors decide to bone. Why not? It's 10 o'clock at night. It's relaxing. It was cold outside, but if you have the covers and someone next to you, you get horny. So okay. So they went to town. That's cool. During the middle of recording, how am I gonna record that? So that had to stop, pause. Let's record in a little bit when they finish. Thankfully for me, he was a 2-pump chump, so I didn't have to wait that long. But still, that's annoying. My cats. Okay, I feed them. I play with them. They're exhausted. They go lay in the bedroom, or they lay on the cat house. Wherever they want to lay. And I could play video games. I could do everything I want. I could work out. They're sleeping. They're quiet. I hit record. Here they go. One takes a shit over here. One takes a shit over there. They meow. They fight. My phone rings. So yesterday was a very quiet day, which was very odd for me. I'm like, you know what? This is amazing. And as I record the stream, I don't know, 5-10 minutes in, a car alarm goes off. Bro, I recorded this at 8 p.m. Because who plays horror games in the daytime? Unless you're scared, and that's fine. Like, I'm not making fun of you. I'm just saying, me, personally, I play at night. And I didn't put the headphones on for the stream. I didn't know how it worked, right? So I didn't want to talk, and I wanted to keep the video clear and give my thoughts on the end. But I kind of want to do my reaction. So I really don't know what I was trying to achieve, other than the fact that I recorded the video. I died a few times. I died on purpose once. Twice was an accident. The third time got on my nerves. I'm like, okay, how are you supposed to evade this lady? Then I figured it out. So, the car horn, oh my boy, bro. Car horn. Say that again. Car horn. One more time, bro. Car horn goes off. Another car alarm goes off. And I'm like, bro, I'm trying to talk, right? I'm trying to be quiet. Trying to just give you guys like a quiet playthrough, no commentary. And it didn't work out. I mean, the windows were closed. I was sweating my balls off in my house because I kept the windows closed so I can, record in peace. That didn't work for me, bro. So, what else happened during and then something else happened during my stream, middle of the stream. I don't understand. I think my cat was like trying to hit my leg because she wants to play all of a sudden. So I don't know, man. It's just been, and I'm not saying it's a curse. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, you know what, bro? It's me. Okay, you want to hear a professional podcast? This ain't it. You want to hear amateur hour? Go for it, bro. This is it. You know what I'm saying? So that's fine. Um. So overall, if I played Resident Evil now again, it would be probably 10 minutes. It took me a half hour because I didn't know what I was doing. I was kind of looking for clues. You know how you play a game, you don't know what you're doing the first time. But once you know, this game is extremely short. So you could do the game in about 10 minutes, which is fine. Graphically, from what my TV can project and the PS5, if it was a PS4 demo or I don't know what demo it was, right? It looked good. It might not have looked that good on YouTube. I don't know why, but YouTube does not. My videos look like trash on YouTube. So I'm not sure what's going on. It looks a lot better on the Twitch. And I didn't touch anything. All I did was copy video, which is the same quality as the Twitch. And when you upload it to YouTube, it decompresses it. It looks like trash. It's supposed to upscale. Apparently on Twitch, it's 1080. And on YouTube, it's 720. I mean, but it doesn't really matter. You're looking at a little phone or a computer screen. Unless you have a massive computer screen. I don't think that really matters. But I had the surround sound on. Like I said, I usually play horror games with headphones on because you just get so immersed in the sound. And I think immersion in horror is the best. Even if it's not jump scare, it's just the quietness, the footsteps. Sometimes you hear a little wind, especially if it's 3D sound and it's just coming from behind you. You might look back. So, it looked good. It sounded good. I think at least on the demo, it's a game where you can't really fight back. At least, like I said, demo wise, I couldn't fight at all. I could just run away. I could be totally wrong here, and you could message me and like, bro, you're a dick. It looked to me like The Mansion, a little bit like The Mansion. So I don't know what era we're supposed to be in or what place of time. I know Chris Redfield's in it, so obviously this is a Victorian style manor. It looks like a mansion. So it could be this year, it could be before. Who knows, bro? I mean, fucking Capcom and Resident Evil are so bananas. The first 3 games I really liked. Okay, the 4th game they kind of changed it. That was cool. 5 and 6 sucked. Okay, 7 was great. I loved it. There are some references into it. I mean, that could have been its own thing. Capcom could have said, you know what? Let's do another horror game. Let's give people a break. Let's come back with the remakes of 1, 2, 3, which they did great. If they want to remake 4, bro, I'm down. Okay. And then maybe try something different. Maybe let's change it up. Let's get new characters for a new generation. Let's keep it going because it's like most of these games, I don't understand the story. It just like what is happening? You're putting so much shit into it. I can't even follow it no more. So to be honest, it took me almost a year and a half after Resident Evil 7 was announced to even play it. I didn't give a shit. I liked that it was first person. That was cool. But I'm like, whatever. It's a Resident Evil. It could be some crazy shit. My friend convinced me to play it. Totally different. I liked it. This is very similar. First person view. Can't defend yourself. You're stuck. You got to escape. Boom. It looked okay. The first enemy of the game, and spoilers here, so this is a spoiler warning, right? If you want to try it, then I don't know. Fast forward, I don't know, 2 minutes. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about it too long. But the first boss, or the first enemy encounter is a woman dressed in black. It looks like she can transform. It's like a black mist, kind of like a little badish mist. She disappears. She comes back. She killed me. She bit my neck. So okay, I'm thinking of vampire. She cut my head off with a I don't know what you call it. It's not a knife. It's not a knife. It's not like a scythe. It's like I don't know. It's a straight with like a moon. Imagine like a crest. Like imagine the moon, right? But imagine the crescent moon. Like that little sharp blade at the edge of the moon, that little light. Imagine that with a stick. It looks like a curved sword. like a very low crest curved sword. And if that description doesn't do good, then I'm sorry. I don't know how else to describe it. Listen, it is what it is. She cut my head off. I died. Second time I died on purpose because I wanted to see what she would do. How many hit points I have. How am I going to die? Trying to figure out when the game triggers her. Okay, third time I died, I was like, oh shit, I died again. Like that was stupid. And then, I got through. Boom, the ending. And now listen, the people have streamed just the ending, and it's got like 6 million views already. So, you know, like I said, spoilers. Uh, First of all, she looked blue. She had like bluish hint to her, from what I remember. She had some serious boobage, bro. I mean, they were up there. You know what I'm saying? They were big. She looked quite muscular too, because she grabbed me with one arm and lifted me up, and then she opened her claws like Lady Shiva. She extracted them. They looked like they were the size of her fucking forearm, and then bam, she stabbed me in my neck, my chest. I have no idea. Boom, game over. So I'm definitely gonna try to play it again. I wasn't scared at all. It doesn't really scare me. Resident Evil 7 kind of had me a little tense, but wasn't. I didn't find it like terrifying. So this is kind of the same. So, that's Resident Evil. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I can't really give you a review. I have no idea. I know. It's only 10 minutes, dude. So what are you gonna get out of a 10-minute demo? Either you're gonna like it, you're gonna love it, you're gonna hate it. I don't think you can. Me personally, I don't think anything is that for me. I'm just curious as what is happening now. So now I really want to see what's gonna happen. With this game. So I'll keep an eye on it. Okay. As far as the this compression episode, basically, like I said before, I don't even know what I said last episode. I don't even know about Cyberpunk, but I'm just gonna go briefly into it. So I played the game, first act with Jackie. Everything is perfect. Game looks beautiful. No issues. I'm involved. I'm in it to win it. Okay, in it to win it. Beautiful game. Then the second act, little shortly after the second act, I don't know, maybe an hour in, I noticed super texture issues where I go to an NPC talking to him. It goes from PS1 graphics all the way through PS2, 3, 4, and PS5 graphics. I'm like, wow, that was interesting. Okay. Cars would explode randomly, like Mafia 3. I would drive, and the back of my car looked like it hit a propane tank and flew in the air. I went into my car to drive, and the car just stopped driving. Look, an ambulance. It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. What they even saying? See, I lose my track of thought because shit like this distracts me. Because I have ADD, so I can't really pay attention to anything for too long. So the car, like a propane tank, boom, my car flew in the air. What else? What else happened to me? Oh, things wouldn't spawn, so I couldn't do a mission. I had to load a previous checkpoint, try again. A few times this happened. I had to try it multiple times for one mission to happen. So that's fine. Meanwhile, my friend George, my co-host George, no issues. He played the game. But he only played the story. And he's trying to tell me to play the story and call it quits. Bro, if I just played the story for every game, I have 1,000 games beaten in a year because I fly through games, bro. So for me to try everything, that's how I do it. Okay, I want to experience the whole thing. My boy Adam from Comic Picture 79. You can check his Etsy page out as well. He does some awesome ass drawing, which I bought a few. He made a few of my logos. So props out to him. He's playing on a Series S, and he has absolutely no issues at all. Okay, my boy has a Series X, cannot play it. It crashes constantly. Okay. Oh, also to note, George has a PS5. I have a PS5. My boy Russ, Ohio Russ out there doing his thing. He's got it. He loved it. All his game does is crash. So my other friend has an Xbox One, and his game is perfect. So I don't really know what's causing it. Couldn't figure it out. I'm in the Discord. from Unofficial Controller podcast. We're talking about it. Boom, whatever. I keep playing it. I'm annoyed. It gets to the point where I'm so annoyed from the glitches that I'm like, you know what, dude, I'm done. Right? I cannot play this no more. Like, it's just broken. And I love the game. I cannot stress that out enough. I love Cyberpunk. The story is great. The side stories are great. It's like everything you wanted from The Witcher brought into a new generation of cyberpunkish instead of, medieval fantasy, right? So the writing is good, everything is good. I care for the characters. The city for me didn't it seemed alive and then it didn't. Okay? Um the NPCs acted dumb. It was getting to just pure fuckery where I'm like, you know what? I can't do it no more. And then I was playing Avengers with my brother, and we're talking, and I'm like, I don't know what triggered the conversation. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm wondering if, because I have an external hard drive for the PS4, right? So I have a PS4 and a PS4 Slim. I bought an external hard drive which is 2 terabytes. I bought it, it worked. When I got the PS5, I put a lot of the games I'm gonna play on the PS4. I put them to the external hard drive. Okay, cool. I only played Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is a PS5 game. That downloaded straight into the console. I played Bugsnax, which is a downloadable game. It was free last month. That downloaded, boom, right into the PS5 because it's a PS5 game. I noticed that Avengers is playing on, it's a PS4 game, and it's in my external hard drive. So lo and behold, I look, oh shit, Cyberpunk is in my external hard drive. So I go and I transfer it back to the PS5. I played it. This is pre-patch. This is before the 22nd, which was yesterday. That's when the patch went live. This was, Tuesday, right? No, Wednesday. So Wednesday, which was supposed to be an episode of me just bashing the shit out of Cyberpunk because it went from great to good to almost unplayable to absolutely fucking stunning, okay? It went from the external hard drive into the PS5 hard drive. This bad boy plays absolutely beautiful, bro. It is like a different game, okay? Textures, when I drive my motorcycle, nothing is skipping. It's beautiful, okay? It fucking rained, bro. I was playing this game a good 35 hours, 30-ish hours. No rain. It just turned to night randomly, where like it would go sun to night, like someone flipped the switch. Like there's no, in The Witcher you have like the sunset. This didn't have a sun. This was like flick night, flick day. So that was a pain in the ass. People I talk to, first of all, they look like people now. There's no texturing. Like I was playing the game. Whenever I saw a glitch, someone hacked me instead of me hacking them, and I pretended that to keep the game going. Fuck it, right? You love something, you have to make an excuse to keep playing, I guess, or there's something you like to keep playing. Much like Vampire. Vampire gameplay sucks. It's a piece of shit. Story phenomenal, kept me going. Okay. Much like Cyberpunk. Imagine, I was even in a car driving. The road disappeared. I was in another realm, and I went back to the other side of the fucking map. So shit like that is annoying. So it's like, damn, bro, I want to keep playing, but why are you doing this to me? You know what I'm saying? Why are you messing me? And I heard the reviews. I knew everything about it going in. I even had my own feeling, and I was correct, that it is a half-assed game. They released it half-assed. Okay? No, there's no doubt. Because most people have an issue. Some don't. So they're the lucky ones. However, I didn't give a shit. I'm going to keep playing it. Like I said, I had no issues until after Act 2. Okay. All of a sudden, it rained. Beautiful. People look great. There's more cars on the road now than before. Okay? Cars couldn't even... I was on a highway of just empty, of emptiness. There was no cars. So here I am going from point A to point B, no cars. In a major city, like New City from Cyberpunk, there should be some cars, some pedestrians, right? I got the same 3 pedestrians, I got Fat Arnold, okay? I got Fat Carmella, all right, and I got Little Boy Blue because he's in a little blue mask. Those are the only NPCs that I constantly kept seeing. All of a sudden, I see people I've never seen before, right? The neon lights, like when I looked at poster boards, it looked like a billboard. All of a sudden, the same billboards I saw before are actually TV billboards where they change advertisement. That shit blew my mind. I'm like, holy shit! Look at the difference, okay? Even the gunplay, sometimes it would slow down. Now it's super fast, right? I mean, I shot someone in the head. It looked like someone just put like a matte painting on the head. I'm like, really? That's a gunshot wound to the head? Not now. Now it's like, oh shit, his head is, half off. There's his brain. That's crazy, right? So what a difference. It's honestly like night and day. So I don't know if you got a PS5 or an Xbox Series S. I don't know how external hard drives work on the Xbox, so don't quote me. But I'll tell you, if you got a PS5 and you got an external hard drive, I highly recommend that you just double check that Cyberpunk is not in there and it's in the PS5 hard drive, memory bank, whatever you want to call it, because it made a huge difference. Okay, now with this new patch 1.0, it what you call it, it made vast improvements. What those improvements are, I have no idea. I don't look at the notes. It just fixed mass. It says vast bug fixes. Fine, whatever. Since I did that PS5 hard, I haven't noticed anything wrong with the game. So like I said, I don't know what this patch fixed. Maybe I don't even need the patch, but it was 45 gigs, I believe. It doesn't look any smoother or any better. It looks just like it looked pre-install of the PS5 that I did. So like I said, I don't know. So if you're having problems with the game, that might be it. I know my boy Bo, he also is playing. He's playing on a PS4. No issues for him. He said minor glitches, but nothing crazy. He's loving it. So it's amazing how we're all playing the same game with so many different outcomes. I don't know what it is. I don't know how that is. I don't know what happens. I don't know what's in your save file, how much memory. I don't know, bro. Like I said, I'm not a computer guy. Okay, I don't have no idea. Sometimes on my own talk show, not my talk show, my other podcast I do, I'm amazed by some of the news. Like, oh, really? You do that? I had no idea. What do you do, Bob? Well, you're supposed to play. Bro, all I do is play games. I just play them. I have no idea what the technical aspects of them are. So, you know. As far as Cyberpunk, that's it. Okay, so there's Resident Evil. There's Cyberpunk. I feel like such a dick, bro. Like, what a dickhead. I was about to bash the game until I did it. So it was kind of my fault because in reality, if I would have did that from day one, I would have had nothing bad to say about it. Nothing. So it's almost like, how do I give this a review? I'm not really even done, so don't worry about it, But I'm loving the game, dude. Are there issues with it? Yeah. I mean, I did them, right? Is it worth playing? Absolutely, bro. It is an amazing experience so far. I cannot wait to keep playing it. Like, I do my chores, do what I gotta do, the house shit and personal shit, and then boom, when I'm done with that, it's Cyberpunk time. If my brother's not on playing Marvel Avengers with me, he's like, yo, let's play. Fine, I'll play that with you for a little bit. We do about 2 hours a day because really you can't do nothing more. You're gonna play your fucking hair out. Cyberpunk, boom. Want to watch TV? No, fuck that. I'm gonna eat, watch a little like a YouTube show. I don't know, like AVGN or I don't know, Chris Stickman reviews or my boy Decker Shadow. I love his reviews. I think he's hilarious. Then once I finish eating, boom, Cyberpunk. See ya. Okay? So that's that. Now, let's get into Marvel Avengers. In the beginning, I liked it because I'm playing the story mode. It's interesting. I see the characters lash out. I like the story behind it. I like the characters. I think Kamala Khan was pretty cool as Miss Marvel. Okay, everything was done. Boom. Me and my brother did the story about the same time. Now we're playing the online. Now the online has a continuous story. Once you finish the online story that you could do either by yourself or with a friend, the game gets so fucking boring, bro. Like, you know, I one time I felt like opening the window, okay, and throwing it out because, well, I can't throw it out. It's a digital copy, but I would have like thrown something out the window and said this is the game and tossed it. I don't know, a piece of fucking wood. Who knows? So, not only is the game extremely glitchy, where many times we had to reload a checkpoint because enemies do not spawn. Right? We had a boss battle. He wouldn't die. He was a pubic hair away of dying on a life bar. Didn't die. He did. And 5 more minutes of hitting him, nothing happened. So you know what, bro? We gotta reload checkpoint. He got pissed, and you know what? So did I, because you're wasting your time. Now you're probably thinking to myself, well, in all honesty, Bobby, you're a dick because you could just stop playing, and 100% agree with you. 100% agree with you. Why am I fucking playing this game? Because you know what, bro? I'm 88% away from the platinum. Right? I gotta do a couple more caches, which seem to be glitched. Which, another thing in this game, trophy glitches. Okay? Coming from a trophy hunter, a completionist standpoint, this shit is annoying. Open 50 cache boxes. Me and my brother literally played the level where you get 2 a level and keep reloading the level. Nothing's happening. Okay? Now there's been some good glitches and some bad glitches, okay? Because the glitch for total power level of 250 through all characters, I'm like, oh shit, I have to do another 75 levels of this. Boom, it just popped. Mad random, no one asked why. Good, that made the game much faster for me. Because that's a fucking grindy bitch. This game is a grind festival, bro. It's a farm festival. If you want to fucking farm, go play Farming Simulator. You know what I'm saying? I knew this was coming. I knew it was a loot-based style, farm, grindy type online game. I just didn't think it'll be the same. Bro, you fight the same fucking 4 bosses. It's either Abomination, Taskmaster, or a Flying Warbot, or, I don't know, a Ground Warbot. It's like, that's it. That's it. You have the Marvel name, right? There are so many Marvel characters you could choose to pick, but you picked Abomination and Taskmaster. Who the fuck is Taskmaster, right? I mean, he's like probably like a C villain. He was in Spider-Man, and my brother also told me something pretty cool. He showed me a picture where Spider-Man, I don't know if it's Miles Morales or not. I don't remember what Spider-Man it was. It was Peter Parker, Miles Morales. One of them said, oh, the Avengers are away on the West Coast. Now, in the same picture on the bottom, it's the Avengers fighting in the West Coast. So this game definitely takes place in the Spider-Man universe, for sure. Because obviously he's going to be a downloadable character for Sony only, which is a bunch of bullshit. This is a game that has lost so many people because it fucking sucks balls. Okay? That now you're going to alienate the other 2/3 of the players even playing it for a Spider-Man only, character. Don't you think you should release this motherfucker to everybody you can to get the people to come back? They said they're going to release free DLC. They said they're going to release free characters. Where are they? You should have released these bitches, I don't know, ASAP. What are you waiting for? Okay? This is the only online game where I've seen the weekly challenge meter never even get past a 12th. A 12th, bro. It's like the bar is, I don't know, let's say the bar is a good, 10 inches long on the top of your screen. That's the daily mission. It's like a fucking cuticle, okay? From your cuticle to the end of your finger, dude. That, like, wow, really? That means nobody's playing this game. Because other games with a weekly challenge they could be done by midweek, depending on what the challenge is. People are playing this game like crazy. Nobody's playing Avengers, fam. Okay, so that's another thing that has to go. That's horrible, right? So you need to release something. You need to add different enemies. I mean, I fought Abomination clone because you fight him in the story. Now he's a clone all of a sudden. Okay, big fucking deal. You have many characters, which of course now I have a brain fart I can't think of. You have so many B. You don't even have to bring the big boys out, bro. Bring the B boys out, like Krang the Conqueror, or I don't even know who else you could bring. I can't even think about anything right now. What about like a Nimrod? Bring a Sentinel, since you have X-Men now. You have it. Why don't you bring out some Super Krulls to fight? Why don't you bring out I have no idea who. I can't think. Bro, you have so many characters. So many B characters. Oh, what about Crossbones? Bring that bitch out. What about... Oh my god, I don't even know who you could bring out. You could just bring them out and release them as different. So change it up. So I don't have to fight the same boss every day. It's a daily assignment. Every day you fight 2 bosses. And it's the same boss. It's just so repetitive. If it was repetitive, but various different enemy types or boss battles, fine. This shit is trash. Also, gear system. What the fuck is it doing? I leveled it up. I'm fully powered. Sometimes I get rocked. Sometimes I rock people. It just depends. I tried different combinations. I feel like I'm the same player. I'm Thor. I'm a souped up 150 power level 50 Thor. No difference. There is absolutely zero difference in any of the gear items I have chosen for him. I feel like nothing works, right? So the gear system is definitely broken. The enemy variants are the same enemies over and over and over again. And the boss battles are just lame. Okay? So you have a definitely broken game. It's not really fun, but as a trophy hunter, you're gonna finish the game. I gotta get the platinum. My brother, who can give, let me tell you how many fucks he can give. Ready? 0. Okay? 0. Absolutely 0 fucks about a platinum trophy. He just wants to get the platinum trophy. He wants to get the platinum trophy for this game. Why? I have no idea. Is he doing it for me? I have no idea, bro. But he was like, yo, let's just get the platinum. Good for you, bro. Props, okay? So he wants to get it. But it's like, damn, how long are we going to get it? There are certain resources you can only collect from doing the assignments. And you only get 12 assignments a day. So if you're leveling up the last artifact, it could take a week. Just so you know. Do not upgrade anybody unless it's your main character, or else you're going to be screwed city, okay? So that's, Avengers is a piece of shit, right? Ultimate Alliance, I had way more fun with that game. I have Ultimate Alliance 3. I played very little of it with my boy John in his house in New Jersey. I'm cracking my knuckles if that's what you hear. I'm sorry. It's a bad habit. I played that with my boy John in his house. It was fun. My boy Nilo was there too. And my boy Mike, who, aka John's wife, Christina. Shout out to Mike, big sexy Mike. We all played together. It was a lot of fun. I played Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 with my brother and sister Katie and Scott. I think my sister Christy played with us for a little bit in Ultimate Alliance, the original, on PS2, so that was dope. Or PS3 was. It was PS3, sorry. I'm thinking of X-Men Legends. She played X-Men. But it's the same game, whatever. So that's a lot of fun. This game could have been that. Like, why couldn't you just make an online story that never ended? Like, okay, you're gonna go to this base, and don't get me wrong, it is a never-ending story. But it's the same bosses. Like, why couldn't you make 20, 30 bosses? Imagine, oh shit, I didn't fight this guy. Oh, I haven't fought Abomination in about, 30 days. Let's try now. Instead of, fighting him, every day of your life. So Avengers is a piece of shit, bro. So fuck Avengers. Okay. What else we're talking about? Well, that's it, right? So we're gonna keep this podcast short, only because, like I said, I don't want to bring too much into this one, and then don't have anything for next week. So I do have some shit for next week. So that was it, right? We're gonna call it short. Listen, I appreciate you listening. Thank you very much. What episode is this? I don't even know, right? And I don't have my phone because it's recording, so I can't look at my phone. So this is episode whatever on season 2 of Bobbitville Podcast. Be sure to check me out on Instagram if you do not already follow me. It's the_Chronicles_of_a_gamer. The Chronicles of a Gamer. Okay? You can follow, obviously, the podcast. I guess if you don't follow it, it's on Instagram as well. Bobby's_world_podcast. Catch me on PSN at handsome_rob_7. I should have called myself the underscore podcast at this point. Those are my social medias. Check in there. I also do, like I mentioned before, a podcast with George. It's at Instagram. It's at the Unofficial Controller Podcast. No underscores. Catch me on there as well. Listen, thanks for listening. I appreciate you. And for the fans out there listening to the YouTube or watching the YouTube channel, to, I guess, your left, my right, I'm not sure. This is the Streets of Rage statue from Limited Run Games right here. And then to my right or your left, I don't even know what's going on anymore. This is just the collector's edition Kratos from God of War 2018. And this is the PS Lights. Shout out to my boy who got it for me. My sister Katie, really. That was, shout out. She's embarrassed, but thank you. I appreciate it. So listen, that's it for today. I'll catch you guys next week with a new episode. Peace.